Hello, this time I will discuss to you the discriminant. So what is a discriminant? Okay, so we have the quadratic equation ax squared, this one, ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. One method of solving this quadratic equation is by using the quadratic formula, which is equal to x is equal to negative b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And from this quadratic formula, we can obtain the discriminant, which is equal to b squared minus 4ac. Where is that in the quadratic equation? That is inside the square root. So this is your discriminant. Okay, so this is the formula in solving for the discriminant. Uh, the discriminant is used to describe the roots of a quadratic equation. So, if the value of discriminant is greater than 0, so there are two real roots for that. Okay, two real roots, that is real, rational, and unequal. That could also be real, irrational, and unequal. Okay, next, if the value of d is less than 0, that is meaning you don't have a real root, because you cannot obtain a square root of negative number, because if d is less than 0, the values are negative numbers. If d is equal to 0, you have one real roots, that is real, rational, and equal. One real root only. So let's try to get the discriminant of a number, and let's explain if which of this is the description of the roots. For example, you have x squared plus 6x plus 4 is equal to 0. So the discriminant of this is equal to b squared, that is 6 squared minus 4 times the value of your a is 1, you have 1 here, 1 times the value of your c, which is 4. Okay, so this is 36 minus 4 times 1 is 4. Negative 4 times 1 is negative 4 times 4 is negative 16. So your d is equal to 36 minus 16 is 20. Where is that? 20 is greater than 0, right? But is this a perfect square? Is this a perfect square? No, that is not a perfect square. Therefore, you have two real roots, and that is real, irrational, and unequal. Okay, you have two real roots, that is real, irrational, and unequal. Next example would be x squared minus 6x plus 9 is equal to 0. So let's solve for the discriminant. Okay, that is b squared, which is negative 6 squared minus 4 times a, which is 1, times c, which is 9. Okay, so negative 6 is 36, negative 6 squared is 36, minus 4 times 1 is negative 4, negative 4 times 9 is negative 36, that is equal to 0. So where is that? As you can see, your d is equal to 0. So you have one real roots, and that is real, that is rational, and that is equal. Why? Because you have one real root. Next example would be 2x squared plus 3x plus 5 is equal to 0. So again, let's solve for the discriminant. Your d is this. So b squared, your b is 3, that is 3 squared minus 4 times your a, which is 2, times your c, which is 5. So this is 9 minus 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 5 is 40. So as you can see, your d is negative 31. Okay, so you have a negative discriminant. So meaning you have no real roots. Okay, so that is an imaginary number. Imaginary number. Why? Because if we're going to put this in to the square root, so you cannot have a square root of negative 31. We cannot solve that. Okay, so that is imaginary.